Hi, guys, and I'm so excited to be here with you today, being able to upload this video today because I haven't been uploading for quite some time. But now I'm back and I will be posting on a weekly basis. Today I want to specifically speak about emotional numbness, but I want to go ahead and open up my heart and speak to you guys about my journey and why I've encountered different seasons of emotional numbness. Now, let me just say this. When you face emotional numbness, or what's happening inside of you is that you lack hope, and you're facing all these struggles, whatever they may be, without any form of solution in sight. You can't seem to see the resolution. But I'm here to tell you that any issue that you're going through, any circumstance, any situation, whatever it may be, it has an expiration date. Nothing lasts forever. Depression, emotional numbness, it's not forever. It's temporary pain. And if you can push through it, you can grab that pain and turn it into fuel and turn it into something that can really build you, can build your character. I'm here to tell you a little bit about my emotional numbness, and the one reason why I've encountered a lot of emotional numbness is because of my marriage. I've been facing something that until 8 months ago, I didn't know what it was. Before those 8 months ago, I didn't know why. I couldn't put a name to my marital struggle. But I realized that those fights had a pattern. And it was a pattern that continued. It was a continuous pattern that manifested itself, different season, different week, different month, different year. But it was the same. They're all the same patterns. And I'm here to talk to you about something that you might be going through. And for my Christian women, I hope that you share this video, and please share this video. And if you have not already done so, subscribe to my channel, because I will be speaking about this specific topic for quite some time. So the marital struggle that I've been having is the fact that my husband is a narcissist. I discovered that about 8 months ago when I was listening to Dr. Romani, she's amazing. She's an amazing clinical psychologist. You can find her on medcircle.com. She's awesome. And when she was going through the personality traits of a narcissist, it's like, and being a Christian, what has been crazy is that being a Christian woman, as a Christian wife, when I've gone to other people, whether it be pastors and leaders, and just so you get these 4 responses continuously. You need to have more faith, you need to pray more, you need to intercede, and you need to fast. All those things are wonderful, and of course, we must do it as Christian wives, and we're having marital struggles. We definitely have to do that. But when it comes to recognizing that you have a narcissist for a husband, it changes things. And I need you to listen to me very closely, because if you are a Christian wife and you've been dealing with different patterns with your husband that it doesn't seem to change, and they're the same, and you see the same struggles and the same difficulties and the same lack of empathy, and you still feel alone, and you still feel like you lack intimate connection with your partner, continue to listen. I beg you, because this is what made the difference. And this is one of the things that once I discovered this, I was able to come out of my emotional numbness, and I completely shifted my expectations, and everything changed for me. So number 1 is lack of empathy. I believe that's at the top of the list. Let me give you an example. Every time that my husband and I have had an argument, and I begin to cry, or I communicate to him what I don't like, and I give him examples, and I go through the whole thing, and he sees me in pain, what I had never been able to understand is the lack of empathy in those moments where I need the most comfort. He is not able to comfort me. Normally, if you see someone in pain, the first thing you want to do is comfort them. And that's one of the traits of a narcissist. They lack empathy. They are not able to connect with you. They have intimacy issues, so they're not able to connect with your pain. They're not able to connect with your feelings. They're not in tune with their own emotions. He can say the meanest things to me, and he cannot. His heart won't move. His heart won't be moved by my tears, and I had just never experienced that before. So that's been very hard for me not to receive his empathy. Now, number 2, gaslighting. This is something I had such a hard time with, because I remember driving in the car with him, and I'm telling him, babe, you did say this to me. I remember you said this and this and this and that. And his response was, I never said that. What are you talking about? He completely, and he does this often, he completely denies my reality, to the point that 3 years ago, I really, really wanted to, I don't know, record our interactions to see if he can see himself. For example, he'll do something, and then I'll ask him, why did you do that? And he's like, I never did that. It's always this denial. It's always this, he never accepts what is true. And that to me has been very hard, because it feels unjust. It feels like injustice. You begin to second guess yourself and doubt yourself. Did he really say that? Did he really do that? Maybe I'm overreacting. You begin down that path of self-doubt. And that's called gaslighting, when someone denies your reality, which can be very damaging if you are exposed to that over a period of time. The next red flag is, it was very weird to me. How my husband, every time something happened, or he did something awesome, or he took out the trash, he's like, yeah, I took out the trash because I'm awesome. Or he did something, he washed the dishes, and he would announce it, yeah, because I did the dishes because I'm awesome, because everything is a show. But more than that, it's all about validation. He does everything to receive validation. And to me, that was weird, because I do a lot, around our home, and I never do that. I never, look what I did. Look at me. Like, I'm the best mom. Look at me. I did this, and I came up with this idea. And it's just this show, all for the purpose of seeking validation. And it has made me feel kind of invisible. And his praises are always towards himself and never towards me. So it makes me feel like, am I enough? Do I do enough? And I have fallen down the path of trying to do things to get his be noticed. Like, hey, I am a good person. I am a good wife. I am a good mom. And instead of receiving his, we all want to feel like we belong. We all want to feel appreciated. And there's a very big difference between wanting to feel appreciated and just wanting validation. And in his case, he has so many insecurity issues, which is at the bottom, at the core of a narcissist, is the shame and insecurity. That's what they need. They need the validation. And it has been very hard to go through that with him, because in his cruel, he has hurt me with his words and has put me down, and he elevates himself. So that's been very painful. And the last red flag that I want to speak about is how the narcissist is prone to anger. The fact that my husband is prone to anger. He's quickly, he has a short fuse. And for the simplest things, if I ask him, did you take all the trash? I had asked you to take all the trash. You see it in his eyes, like, oh, what do you mean? So those reactions, that short fuse, if you have gone through that enough, it does affect you, because especially when you're trying to be a kind person, and when you are trying to build a peaceful marriage and build a peaceful connection between you and your spouse, the anger, the rage, it is painful when you become an emotional punching bag. And it does take a toll on you, but I'm here to tell you that there is hope, and you can break through the emotional numbness. And I can give you two ways. Prayer is key. Before I give you those two ways, prayer is key. Going to church and fasting and interceding, that's all wonderful, and we should all engage in doing so, in following that and doing that. But the two things that I would recommend, and I have made the biggest impact in my life is physically. I've been working out more. I've been exercising. Because the pain that I the emotional pain that I do go through, what I've been able to do is that I transfer it and I actually feel it. When you're working out and you're lifting weights, and I envision like the pain, and I push through it, and I talk to myself as I'm working out, and I tell myself, you can do this. You push through it. There is a reward, and God does reward obedience. And when you remain obedient to Him, not to your husband, and be in tune with what God wants you to do at this moment, be in tune. Does He want you to remain still? Does He want you to, I'm not sure what your circumstance is, but does He want you to get out? And being able to identify what God's will for your life is very important. But it can all start with working out. Working out is very empowering. It makes you aware that you're still in control, that you're still in control of your situation, that you can have some control in the midst of disorder. And so I recommend begin a workout program. The second thing that's very important, extremely important, is building your community, building a small circle of friends where you can find that emotional that emotional aspect within your marriage that's not being fulfilled, being able to cultivate those relationships that are good for you, being able to cultivate those relationships where you can speak and feel safe. Because in a narcissistic marriage, you tend to feel emotionally unsafe. And it is very important, and it's key for you to begin to cultivate the good relationships that you do have, and be able to find refuge in knowing that you can go to somebody, that you do have friends that understand you, that will be empathic over your feelings and over the processes that you're going through. So build your community, build those friendships, whether it be 1 or 2, 5 or 10, but build those relationships, because that is going to make a whole world of a difference. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.